Request ATC clearance, please.
Good afternoon. American 1145. American 1145 is at the gate with the numbers, requesting ATC clearance. Okay, clear to our destination as filed. Squawk code is as assigned. American 1145.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the stand. The taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It's going to be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust. Planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Okay, so above 80 knots, I'm only going to reject for a fire, an engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member that notices the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the throttles, disengage the auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise the speed brakes, apply the maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with the conditions, and will bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brakes, set the parking brake, and advise the captain. This is the captain speaking. Remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklist as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we're going to continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate, gear up and cancel the master caution. Then there will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 I will call for the roll mode and then call confirm the failure. If required, we will perform any necessary memory items. We're going to climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 up to 1000 above the airport or the acceleration altitude, whichever is higher. We're going to retract the flaps on schedule. When the flaps have been retracted and at or above the flaps up maneuver speed, I'm going to call full level change. If VNAV is not engaged, we'll set max continuous thrust and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We're over our maximum landing weight, so if we can, we're going to hold and burn off some fuel, subject to air traffic control wherever they want us to go, and then we'll return. We can expect a departure routing via ATC vectors today. No noise abatement procedures required today. VNAV is armed. Flight directors are on. Mine is the master. Yours is the slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed and they are with us. Any questions, comments or concerns?
No questions.
Excellent. The departure brief is complete.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
No problem, have a safe flight.
Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 279. Altimeter 2985.
Heading 279. Altimeter 2985. Park brake.
Set.
Are you positive? Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete. Would you like the APU on?
Okay.
Starting the APU.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We will be ready shortly.
Roger.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
Confirm all ground checks complete and we're cleared to pressurize the hydraulics.
All ground checks are complete and you are clear to pressurize the hydraulics.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
We got a door light here.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly
Request
marked
push
with
back
exit
and
signs
start clearance when you get a sec.
instructions for door
Ground,
operation.
American, 114-5. Requesting pushback and start clearance.
Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit
Okay,
may be
cleared to push and
behind
start. American,
you. In an emergency, lights will
114-5.
illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen
Before start
masks will
checklist.
appear. Remain
Before
seated
start
with your
checklist.
seatbelt
Flight
fastened
deck
until
door
a mask
closed
door
and
unit
locked.
starts to flow of
MCP.
Oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not
V215,
inflate.
heading
Cover your nose and mouth with
010,
the mask,
altitude,
place the
flight level
elastic band around your head,
360.
and tighten
Takeoff
by
speeds.
pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your seat bottom
V1,
cushion may be used with a flotation
145,
device.
VR,
Pull up and remove the
147,
cushion. Upon
V2,
exiting the aircraft, place your
155.
arms around the
CDU
cushion and
pre-flight.
hold onto the straps located on the back.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Flight smoking is not
3 and
permitted in the
0.
cabin
Taxi
or
and takeoff
laboratory.
briefing.
Cabin lights will
Completed.
not be turned
Anti-collision
off.
light
Reading
on.
buttons are
Before start
located
checklist
above
complete.
you. Thank you for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. We would like to extend our welcome on board to you today. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Cabin crew, arm slides, and cross check.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back. You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion. Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brake set.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the right-hand side with the pin.
Thanks, and you can
Start sequence will be 2, then 1.
Check.
Start engine 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure. Starter kit out. Number 2 stable.
Isolator pack, please.
Pack isolated.
Start engine 1.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure. Starter kit out. Number 1 stable.
Flaps 5. Flight control check complete. B4 taxi checklist.
Stand by.
B4 taxi checklist.
4 taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle T10.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Full taxi checklist complete.
Request taxi clearance.
Ground, good afternoon. American 1145. Ready to taxi. Cleared to taxi. American 1145.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5. Green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete. Light deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Request takeoff clearance.
Tower, American 1145, ready for departure. Cleared for departure, American 1145.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
Takeoff.
Thrust set. Knots.
Checked.
Go. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. .400 feet.
Command A.
Autopilot on.
Flaps 5.
Speed checked. Flaps 5 set.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1 set.
Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up set.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up, no lines. After takeoff checklist completed. $10,000. Happy to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.